Bama Ghana for. Say Juma do and Juma Fatas on. And to say your hotel, school, hospital, bank, offices, and a see. Now, Pobia Mana to Mutas amount.
Speaking of that, you are going as an independent candidate for Okaikwe North constituency.
Yes, please.
Why? Member of the NPP, why you left the NPP?
I've left the New Patriotic Party, and it's a permanent decision.
You are not coming back?
I'm not coming back.
Why?
Ever.
Why?
I'm not coming back.
Help us understand. In 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes.
I think that the party does not live up to what I believe should be the best for the people of Okaikwe North and the best for this nation. You see, Lantam, rules are very important. It is because of rules that you, the four of us, are able to gather here in this studio. Because, see, a lot of expensive equipment in this studio. Anybody at all could have gotten into the studio, taken over. But what is ensuring that we have a beautiful television program this morning are rules and regulations. If you have an organization that deliberately decides not to work with its own rules and regulations, it is not an organization you decide to remain in.
Okay.
Lantam,
we'll see about that.
I think my friend, my brother is so unfair to the New Patriotic Party on this matter. We had this debate a few months ago, myself and him, on this matter. That I do not see. I have seen NPP's constitution. I have the national constitution, the 1990 constitution. I don't see any provision that was breached or has been breached in the matter of Okaikwe North. No, none whatsoever. None. He is here. He has not quoted any provision of NPP's constitution, any provision of 1990 constitution that has been breached.
Can I
that has been breached.
Can I reply?
Because
when it's done, you can.
Because well, the last time we were here, he talked to people who have been imported from other places to come and contest when they are not qualified. Yeah. And he even cited that one day NPP will bring Burkina Faso to come and say that they should vote. And I'm saying that national constitution does not allow foreigners to vote. And therefore, NPP will not be able to do that. In the matter of the person is alleging that NPP has brought to come and contest who is not from that place. Lokua, current MP for, what's the name? Ikuapem North.
Yes, Ikuapem North.
That, why? What stops the woman, the lady from contesting Okaikwe North? What provision stops her? What provision stops her? You may raise moral issues and all that, but that is not, why? Who says we are doing morally? We want to elect a pope in this country. If it is a moral issue, nobody probably qualifies to contest elections in this country. But the Constitution says, gives who is qualified to contest in a particular constituency.
The punch.
If you take, for instance, the CI 127 that deals about elections. Look, you either have to be an ordinary resident, or you hail from that area. If me today, I live in Accra here, I go to Lambusie. I have never voted in Lambusie. I've voted in Accra all my time. If today I go to contest in Lambusie, nobody can stop me from contesting because that's where I come from. That is it. So you have to check whether the person who has come to register there is resident there or not. If he's not resident there, then you raise issue. He has not told us that. In the matter of coming from one constituency to another, I cited the case of Kenjirasa, Honorable Kenjirasa, who contested in 1992 in Ayawaso West Wogon. Whilst he was still an MP, he went and contested NDC's primaries in Volta region. South Tongo, so yes, I think South Tongo. I'm not sure about the constituency. But in Volta region, whilst he was MP for West Wogon, he contested primaries of NDC and he won. In 1996 elections, he became an MP for that constituency. So there's a precedent in this country.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, what's your response to that?
Okay. When you pick the nomination forms that we filed, the first requirement on it is your name. You must provide your name. The second requirement is your voter ID card. you must provide your voter ID card. The third requirement is your party card. Now, there's an interesting correlation between the national voter ID card and the party card itself. When you present the party card, it shows you where you vote, and it will link you directly to a place in the constituency. There were 3 candidates on the ballot who filed nomination papers. They did not provide their party card, and they did not provide their voter ID card. If you don't provide those 2 requirements, your nomination form is not full, and the party is not supposed to accept it.
That issue was waived. Issue of party card was waived. Before filing.
Wait. You see, wait. It is not. If you set rules, and then everybody is obeying the rule. That is why I'm saying that I don't want to belong to that land. If you set rules, everybody is supposed to obey the rules, and other people obey the rules, and other people decide not to obey the rules. Then that is the rule of the jungle. I don't want to be in a jungle. So if you don't have those 2 documents before you file and nominations close, your document is supposed to be rejected. 3 people didn't meet these aspirations on the document. Now, the National Constitution says that you must be resident in that area the past 5 years out of the previous 10 years. The party itself says that you must have... No, the National Constitution is 5 years. The National Constitution is 5 years. The party itself says that you must have contributed to the party in the constituency for 2 years. The people, these people I'm talking about, some of them came in July of that year, when we were voting, 2023. And some came in February. They have never paid party dues in the constituency. Never. Never paid party dues in the constituency. Now, you say that fairness, even out of fairness, if somebody contributes for all this time, and the day comes for us to look for officers, and then in February of that year, people who have never paid dues, in July of that year, people who have never paid dues, they come with documentation that is not fully set, which therefore requires that you reject their nomination. You accept them, and then they win. I'm saying that from that experience, I don't think that there is any need for us to keep on talking and say, oh, it's a party matter, blah, blah, blah. There are laws in this country. You yourself, apart from the national constitutional laws, you yourself set laws and regulations. Obey your own laws. Otherwise, we live in a jungle, and frankly,
you don't want to be part of that jungle.
I will not be in that jungle.
Okay, well, we wish you all the best, Uncle Ken, in your endeavor as an independent candidate. Let's get into the rest of the issues, shall we? Let's get on to the rest of the issues. We've been talking about the registration exercise which the EC is currently conducting, which has been fraught with all kinds of network challenges, and it's been quite difficult for people to get themselves onto the electoral roll because of that. Prior to this registration exercise, the EC had told us that they are set, they are prepared, everything is ready. There aren't going to be any hitch-ups. And then we get to the very first day, there are network challenges. And, 3 days into the registration exercise, the EC is resorting to registering some people offline because of these same network challenges, and it's raised a lot of eyebrows. Ibrahim, let me start with you on this particular subject matter and all the issues that are arising as a result of this limited 21-day voter registration exercise.
Well, so I'll be very snappy on this, and because I think the points are belabored. The EC had opportunity to prepare enough for this. This is not the first limited registration exercise that we are experiencing. Before the district level elections, there was a limited registration exercise. The problems are the same. Network challenges, issues, this time around, issues of electricity supply, even though we're told generators had been procured and put on standby. We still had reports of power challenges in some registration centers. You talk about malfunctioning BVRs, or BVR, but that's biometric voter registration kits. we thought at least those lessons had been learned. And then we went for the district level election, where people had to wait and vote later in the week. And if you remember, many people who engaged kept saying, let's hope this doesn't happen.
Bafsin Green Construction and Trading Abama Ghana for said Jumakwedu and Juma Fatas on and to say your hotel, school, hospital, bank, offices, and the Westy. Now Pobiam and to Mutas amount there, and then I may come for Bafsin Green Construction and Trading at the amount. Obuan was in down a won't you. Emane ha crampo, and Posabro train hour, no West Sufia or Ghana, now Pobiam and to Mutas amount there. And yana me can for Bafsin Green Construction and Trading at the amount. The Yanni so benye mujidie, your 2 bathroom tiles, compound tiles, swimming pool tiles, kitchen tiles, and in Yakaka. Then it is summer woman said, so passa Seattle. Now do location Maya, the Yan say Ghana, ye benya be the amount. Na yan juicy candy, yan dada, said Uncle Fobi the young crofobino. A sunset would you make any dintino, yet on cement, natural stones. Tile cement, slabs, marble tiles, and nobody lay essence a supply. Essence of Juma Hotel, not swear need to know. You were a boarding cracks are a certificate, a treasure your fat entity. Obetini a friend whom a true face so 0505 62 68 23 0505 62 68 23. Oba we breaku. Waja adequate winning by quantum pona so. Bafsin Green Construction and Trading. We do it just the way you love it.
On the election day, December 7th, right? So we said that at the limited registration exercise period. We said that at the district level elections. And then we now had an opportunity to conduct another limited registration exercise. The EC had informed all of us through a press conference, Jane Mensah herself, that all was set. A few questions to ask. Was there a test run done at these various registration centers, or the EC decided to just do the test run at its head office, which is in the capital of Accra, which obviously will have a stable internet connectivity as compared to the hinterlands where they are supposed to deploy these gadgets? How come these problems keep recurring? And once again, let's just hope this doesn't repeat itself on December 7th. What if it does? Because we've said that 3 times, and here we are, it's repeated itself. Fortunately for us, the EC has 21 days to conduct this exercise. So it can remedy the problems as we go. Reason why 2 days ago, a statement was issued that now all the registration centers should resort to offline registration, offline mode. And Lantam, let's break this down. When we talk about offline, offline means when you get to the station to be registered, registration center to be registered, your details are taken, your biometric details are taken, you are issued with a card. But there is no system that your data could be uploaded to in real time. So many people will have to be registered. Later, the data will be put on a drive and then uploaded onto the centralized system. In that instant, double registration cannot be checked instantly. They will have to rerun the system again to determine that people registered double or triple and what have you. Another challenge with that is that the data can be corrupted. If you put data, sensitive data of voters on a drive, it can be corrupted. That's one. The other one is that it can be tampered with. Imagine a Sansi Bontufu registration center. After a day's work or after a week's work, everything is put on a drive. It's supposed to be uploaded. Then somebody hits Control A, delete. It's gone. You have the physical card as Lantam Papanko bearing all the details, but your details are not in the system. It's a possibility because we are registering offline. Unlike online, which will automatically upload your data onto a centralized system. So the EC knows this. That's how come we're making progress. See, you know, the process we have reverted to is no different from the process that Afarijan used. It's no different from the process that Afarijan, but we are supposed to make progress. We're actually spending money procuring biometric voter registration kits. And It's not chicken feed. So the least we can do is to get it right. Like I said, my challenge is with the children who have been asked to come home. They were originally supposed to come home for 4 days to register because some of them have turned 18. Now, because of the challenges, GES has had to extend. GES has had to extend the days for them to stay at home, adding 3 extra days, making 7 days. So just because we are empowering our citizens to make the decision as to who becomes our MP, who becomes our president, we are making them sacrifice their education for 7 days. Who does that? Who does that? And like I said, before we came on air, if I just turned 18, the process and how it's going, there will not be motivation for me to go and register. I won't. And I'm not making this up. I won't. Because now I have Ghana card. If I want to engage in any transaction with any financial institution that requires the use of any identity card, I'll have the Ghana card. So that added advantage for registering to have voter's ID card because you use it for all your bank transactions is no longer existent. The only motivation is that you have the opportunity to choose an MP and choose a president and choose your, what's the name, your assemblyman, a unit committee member. To many people, that's not enough motivation. Political parties have had to spend monies. They are busing people. Yes, there's one aspect of the busing that's wrong, and that is here is Klotekole. If you are busing people, bus people from within Klotekole to come and register within the same enclave, that's no problem. You are facilitating because
Yama Owi Akwababa Mansa Media College. Mansa Media College a school power a TV so any radio so dwumadie ya so ye e Kumase atonsu baby a uwo bia o pese ba Mansa Media College na be hu dwumadie yedi ne hono a yentie dwumadie yedi no Mansa Media College
se usua bribi wo media mu ana o pese ohunu bribi biara e fa media ho enso eche kra
Mansa Media College e wo homa
ye wa achochefo a wa kwadiri yie wa adetwe mu na in studio ni ye newsroom de editwam wonsam twemu no ye twe bribi ti se kasebo akenkan ni sinitwa ni bebura ekeka ho wo multimedia mu nso ye twe bribi ti se sini mfoni asiesie mfoni nitwa ni bebura ekeka ho ye betumi nso aboa ama wo de na otwepe asunya bribi wo nkitahudie adwuma ahodo nyinaa mu esanse ye wo yankasa foni nti abwe biara ye ma ya adesuafo kwan ma okọ yode ya twerɛ won adesua dan mu no
ahwefo ehu ekame ese obi biara wo le bosomchi ase enim abakosema efa nsuo ihu menya abofra kitu bi wo ha ono so se onim abakosema efa le bosomchi ho
abusuafo ye mama kwaba eba Ghana Pages TV so emra so se ye the trending issues near koso ewo abe for time fidie ni so ebe somo midin na naje wa akode
Mansa Media College e ma o de o we hia bia wo nkotahudie mu